I'd like to share with you more brain research as well that I think it's important for teens to be aware of. Remember, you don't have an owner's manual for your brain, but this might help you have a few good clues as how to take care of it. And I hope it'll help you take more time and care in making decisions. The information was reported in a June 28, 2014 New York Times article written by Richard A. Friedman. It's called Why Teenagers Act Crazy. Dr. Friedman is a professor of clinical psychiatry at Weill Cornell Medical College. He was talking about the amygdala. The amygdala is a little structure in the brain, kind of the fear circuit in the brain. Interestingly, when people have bad trauma, post-traumatic stress, research has shown that the amygdala can actually shrink. One study of EMDR showed that with 8 weeks of EMDR therapy, during that period of time, the amygdala actually grew 15%. So that's one sign that something healthy is happening in the brain that's clear and observable. Well, the interesting thing that Dr. Friedman reported about the amygdala is that it develops faster in teens than other parts of the brain. So that means it gives teens the capacity to experience more fear, and if they have problems during that time, that can be when the seed of an anxiety disorder gets planted. So it's really something to be aware of. If that was the only thing that developed fast, maybe the teens would be extraordinarily cautious. But there's an unfortunate bonus. Also, before the reasoning part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, the reward center develops pretty fast. So we have this combination of seeking thrills, seeking new experiences, with this kind of added anxiety, so it's a dangerous combo. It makes teens more susceptible to accidents and trauma. And the statistics about teen deaths are very unfortunate in proving this true. The leading cause of death for teens are accidents, homicide, and suicide. All of these are unfortunate, sad incidents that probably have a lot to do with the fact that teens act crazy. They're seeking thrills and new experiences and find a reward in that. And their prefrontal cortex, their reasoning ability, is not quite there when it competes with those two forces. In good moments, they can reason, of course. But when those other two forces get going, it's kind of hit and miss. So keep in mind that your brain is really under construction, and it needs to be handled with care. Dr. Friedman reported that this information from the brain helps understand research that's shown that a very effective kind of therapy called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, doesn't actually work as well with teens. And it's because their prefrontal cortex is not working. What we need to do is find something that doesn't rely so strongly on the prefrontal cortex, in my opinion. What he found would help CBT work was adding an antidepressant to the treatment. That produced an 81% success rate, which is very respectable. But personally, I found EMDR works very well with teens, and there is research to back that up. And in Jeremy's case, he did not need to have antidepressants. He just used his EMDR therapy and got back into a good place quickly. Sometimes antidepressants are extremely valuable when there is severe depression. They're definitely the route to take. It has been proven to work. But other than that, there is a debate and some new meta-analyses that call into question how valuable antidepressants actually are for mild or moderate depression. So that's why I think EMDR is very worth a try for teens if you've got a bad experience or negative self-esteem. There is good research that's shown that EMDR can help teens and children with anxiety, depression, self-harm behaviors, post-traumatic stress, and also some excellent research showing that EMDR can help people overcome their urges for addiction or even their interest in addiction. I really encourage you to try it, particularly with a certified EMDR therapist. You can find one on comprehensivetherapyapproach.com or the EMDR International Association website, which is called emdria.org. Thank you so much for your interest, and good luck in taking care of that beautiful brain of yours.